Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's me, Irvin, with another manga volume review, and as you guys can see, it's coming up. I put another bookshelf already. Stuff are going up, and I'm excited. There's a mess here, so ignore that. That was just my way of organizing this stuff better. So anyways, we're gonna be reviewing a new one from Seven Seas Entertainment, Karate Survivor in Another World. Now, this one, I believe, is in my latest manga haul that I released just a few weeks ago. So keep up with those. I do release all the new ones that I'll be reviewing eventually in my channel, and I have quite a bit that I need to review to catch up. But anyways, guys, if you have not done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel. There is going to be a small giveaway that I'll be doing for the end of the year. So if the video is out, then watch it. If it's not out, wait for it. It'll be coming out pretty soon, and I'll be posting about it here in my channel and social media. So go give it a like if it's already out. Anyways, guys, if you want to further support the channel, you can always follow me on social media, like I said, or buy from the link below. That's where I buy my manga, typically online. So make sure you use that link. That helps me and the company as well. So okay, let's talk about Karate Survivor in Another World. A very unique storyline, and it almost seems like they are just trying to get all the isekais that are possible out there by now, because there is so many isekais, and this one has a unique storyline, but at the end of the day, it's an isekai and it follows the same formula. So what ends up happening is we have a guy who sacrifices himself to protect a person, and he is isekai'd essentially, and the god figure that he ends up with is pretty much a jerk. He apparently came into this job not wanting to do the whole isekai thing where he granted people another chance in a different world. So he gives them a pretty crappy beginning, which he starts at this age with no skills. The only skill he has, I say no skills, but the only skill he had was his karate skills, level 1. He doesn't even have clothes. I mean, that's how bad he starts him off. So he goes on, tries to do the best out of it, and figures out that, you know, the karate moves are not too bad. He's able to build a house for himself, get crops and stuff like that for him to survive. He does live a few weeks and months without seeing any human, and he realizes that he needs to kind of keep on moving with his life. He needs to move on, see if there's other people in the world, or if he's going to live by himself all his life. And he is encouraged or pushed by the encounter of a big bear. And this bear, essentially, he doesn't know that he can defeat it yet. So he runs away from it, and the bear tracks him down. He finds a girl who thinks that he's a goblin, but he finds this girl, and the bear finds them, so he does everything possible to save the girl's life, and he decides that he needs to fight the bear hand in hand, or else they're both gonna die. So he ends up actually defeating the bear, and I believe this is where he levels up twice as much. He's, I think, level 4 or 3. He ends up in level 8. So he gets quite a bit of skills from defeating the bear, and eventually finds the actually he defeats the bear, but he ends up almost dying. The girl finds him and takes him under her wing, and basically heals him. She is the healer of the town, and because of this, there's a chaos. People don't like that she's doing this, so the son of the town's leader ends up bullying her into giving up the guy, and they essentially want to steal his stuff, but also beat him up. Like they're just douchebags. They just want to do evil, I guess, in this world. So she is able to protect the guy and have him escape to the back, but he realizes before escaping that the plan of the people is that if he's not found, they're essentially going to rape her and do horrible things to her because of it. So he decides to go out, heal himself, take some days to recover from the wounds of the bear, maybe level up a little bit and train to go back, because he's gonna fight against people that have weapons now. These are people that have a way of thinking. They're very much different than fighting an animal, right? Animals attack by instinct. Humans sometimes can go crazy. So he's preparing himself for this battle, which, you know, I think it's about 5 or 4 guys in total. And he goes back, and it's quite a fight. I mean, I obviously can't show a lot of this stuff here for you guys, but he ends up beating up all these guys, and these guys obviously have weapons, and he does a tremendous job of it, so much that he ends up having to leave the town because people are scared. People are scared of him. He obviously, I think he killed some of them. Barehanded, with these guys having weapons. So he's obviously not welcome in the town, even though it was their fault. And the girl decides to leave with him because she's probably going to be seen as an outcast as well, because she was the one being protected. So the volume itself ends with them leaving together, and him basically trying to figure out what he wants to do with his life. The last twist to the story is that I think in his stats he reads that he is considered a monster and not a human, and that, you know, the whole joke of her thinking that he was a goblin, it was a haha, you know, he's ugly like a goblin. But it finally hits, like, is he actually not human? Was he resurrected into, or resurrected or isekai'd in this world as a monster that looks like a human? So who knows? We don't know the answer yet. What we do know is that it was a good twist. I did like that little twist at the end. I'm surprised not a lot of people are talking about this one. Again, it's very simple. The formula follows, it follows the manga formula when it comes to isekai. But it's well written. I do like the whole survival aspect of it in the beginning, and then going to the, you know, what happens when he meets humans and all that. So overall, I'm going to give this one probably a 7 out of 10. I think it's up there in those levels. Probably will go down. It depends on the story. If it just becomes repetitive or becomes something that, you know, it's just too predictable. But for now, I think it's done a good job. It's unique, obviously, in its own way, but also, like I said before, it still follows a certain isekai formula. Nonetheless, I think it's definitely a read that a lot of you guys might like. And again, there's a link down there below where you guys can buy cheap manga at very, very reasonable prices. So if you're looking for something to read, especially now that we are in vacation, for those who work in the school system or go to the school, then you guys have a little bit of extra time to read. So check it out. You guys can buy it online. Use my link, and that will help me tremendously. Thank you guys so much for watching this. If you have not done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Check out my other YouTube reviews here on manga, anime, and really other stuff that I do here quite a bit. So go check it out. Thank you again for your love, and like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.